the low, on 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 the low.
Danny, you said it.
How about we having a roundtable introduction? Because we have about 2 minutes to start. Just quick introduction for us to know ourselves, where we are joining from. That would be great.
So who goes first?
Madam Mefia goes first.
Coordinator for CATS, coming in from Ghana, West Africa.
Oh, nice. Who do you want to introduce next? Pass the baton.
Ubio. He can talk.
Hi everyone. Yeah, Ubio here, logging in from Nigeria. Okay, so who do I want to see next? Let me see. We have Boaz. Boaz, can you introduce yourself?
Hey, this is Boaz from Goma community, French community. Also in the CAT team. Thank you, and welcome to everybody here.
Boaz, pass it to someone else.
Richmond. Are you abroad? Okay, I take Baudouin. If Baudouin is not around, I take Honoré. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, but it seems like they might be having connectivity issues. Okay, let's continue with today's meeting, and if we happen to finish early, we can come back and do the introduction and socialize and get to know ourselves as well. So once again, welcome to today's meeting, Catalyst African Town Hall. My name is Daniel, and I do this together with Madam Efia, the coordinator, Richmond, digital marketer. Obio is our community manager in Nigeria, and Boaz, who is our community manager for DRC, and our French translator at the Catalyst African Town Hall. If today is your first time joining us, we want to share with you our mission, which is to foster education, awareness, and adoption of blockchain technology across Africa. And we do this by hosting inclusive town halls. We also have collaborative initiatives and educational programs. We strive to build a vibrant tech community that drives innovation, economic growth, and positive societal impact in Africa. So if today is your first time, this is what we are about at the Catalyst African Town Hall. Currently, our background, our backbone is the Cardano blockchain and Project Catalyst that is funding us to run this weekly town hall that we are doing. I'll pass the baton back to Boaz, who will read this for us in French and English. Boaz, if you are there, unmute yourself.
Great, thank you. Welcome to CATS, from the mountains Kilimanjaro to the soothing sounds of the Nile, across the expanse of the savannah, the depth and breadth that surrounds Mother Africa. We say Karibu, Akwaba, Kaabo, bienvenue, welcome to another exciting Catalyst African Town Hall. Our ship is ready to sail through. Sit tight and get ready for a breathtaking experience as we show you around the world of blockchain and other exponential technology in Africa. Pour les francophones, ce que j'étais en train de dire et pour dire bienvenue, bienvenue à Katz, des montagnes de Kilimandjaro au son apaisant du Nil, en passant par l'étendue des savanes, la profondeur et l'étendue qui entourent la mer Afrique. Nous disons Caribou, Aquaba, Cabo, bienvenue, welcome, dans une autre mairie africaine passionnante et catalyste. Notre navire est prêt à naviguer, à rester et rester alors assis et se préparer à vivre une expérience, à couper le souffle alors que nous vous faisons découvrir le monde de la blockchain et d'autres technologies exponentielles en Afrique. Next slide. Okay. Next slide, please. Yeah, it's okay. But hey, our ship is not that expensive. It may break, it may disconnect sometimes, it may wave, but one thing is certain, it will take us to our destination. It promises to be an exciting town hall. Let's do this together. Pour le francophone, on ne vous laisse pas derrière. Ça dit ceci. Mais bon, notre navire n'est pas si cher. Il peut casser, il peut se déconnecter parfois, il peut lâcher, mais une chose est sûre, il nous amènera à destination. Cela promet d'être une assemblée publique passionnante. Faisons-le ensemble. Merci beaucoup et caribou.
Merci beaucoup, Boaz. Thank you very much for
Karibu.
Caribou for taking us through our experiment. Things may break. So in case you don't hear from Madam Efia, she might be having connectivity issues.
Yeah. Today is
Yep. So for today's agenda, we are having DirectEd team here. They are come to tell us about their project and the great things that they are doing in Africa. And I don't want to talk much. I don't want to take the how do you call it? Take all the sweetness from the cake. So let me leave it for the DirectEd team for them to tell us what they are doing in Africa and the impact that they are having. So I'll stop sharing my screen and give Simon the chance. Simon, hi. How are you doing?
Yeah, Jumbo, habari ya jioni.
Great.
Karibu.
I never knew you can speak Swahili.
Kiswahili kidogo. No, anatoka kidogo Kiswahili.
Interesting.
Or maybe it's anasoma. I'm mixing it up. Anyways, no, I'm learning a little bit. Unfortunately, Moses couldn't join me. He has caught a bad cold, I think, or flu or something. But otherwise, he would have been here as well. I'll just get, but usually I start by just saying a little bit about myself. Because people ask me, like, Simon, why do you start DirectEd? Why are you building this company, helping young talented students in Kenya and Ethiopia get the world's best education? And I think the answer really boils down to a sense of gratitude for what I've been given and a belief that there are a lot of talents out there who deserve better. And the world is quite unfair, I think. And so the least we can do, the ones of us who are lucky, is to do our best to make it less unfair for the next generation. So that's what I want to put my skills to. But yeah, let me get to it. So let's see here, loading. Great. Yeah, so as you can see here, I'm based in Oxford. I am Swedish by birth, but as you can tell, I'm not that blonde Scandinavian, and that's because I'm half Swedish, half Chinese. So let me just actually, can you remove me as co-host? actually, because otherwise there are these things coming up. People to the room. I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, okay, now I'm not co-host.
If I
Cool.
remove you as co-host, you can't share your screen.
Oh shit, I can't share my Yeah, I just
So let
realized
me
I
make
can't.
you co-host again.
Okay,
Or
make
if you
me
like
co-host.
share, you can share your slide with us, so I display from my side for you.
Nah, it's okay, it's okay. I hope,
Okay.
I mean, it's not that big of an issue. People just come in and it's fine. Okay, let's go again then. So yeah, our motto really, as I said, is to build a world in which any person can realize their full potential. This is the core value that drives us all. So let me start then. So what is the problem we solve? Well, on one hand, IT professionals missing. A lot of companies are looking for IT skills and good workers, but they can't find it. At the same time, they're more open to hiring remote, offshoring. So that's an opportunity. But it's an opportunity only if you can have the resources, like laptops, and you can know what, what people are looking for in terms of skills. It's also an opportunity if you can figure out the accountability aspect of things. Because naively, you could send money, you can send tons of laptops, and then you can hope for the best. But that's not realistic. We need to have structure and hold students accountable. And then lastly, you need to find these talents because IT work is really not for everyone, especially remote. You have to be among the best in the world. You have to be extremely talented to get that chance, because you need to catch up. Like the ones you're competing with, they have been doing this since they've had computers since they were born. Of course, they're going to have an advantage, but um, with the right talent and with the right hard work, I think it's possible to catch up and compete. So our solution is coding and entrepreneurship training for high potential students across Africa. And we do entrepreneurship as well because we realize that in today's age with AI coming, you don't want someone who can just code. You want someone who can solve problems, can think critically and independently. We facilitate scholarships using blockchain for transparency and smart contracts for accountability. And so the blockchain part is just important for transparency and so that we keep track of where funds are going. And the smart contract part is how we manage our flows so that you get some money and then if you complete your progress, then you get a little bit more. So we have certain measures like milestones you have to reach. And this is all in a smart contract. So here's how it looks. Money comes in and it goes into these pools of money. We call it Access Scholarship Pool for alumni of partner school. So this means that we work with these high schools, and if you graduate from the high school, you become an alumni, and you are eligible for an Access scholarship. So that's well, if you're from a more needy family background, then you can apply for this. At the same time, we have a selection. We look at personality, the cognitive test, we look at the grade for national exam, and so on. And we select the top scholars. They are then admitted to this boot camp as scholars, and some of them get these stipends or they get the access scholarship. In practice, this is mostly a laptop that they borrow. And then ultimately they get a job, hopefully. Well, that's the goal. And some of them are well on track to get a well-paid remote job now. So, and then at the end, they have throughout verifiable credentials, at least in the vision, is that they have these credentials that they receive for completing the bootcamp, for getting a job. So just to dig in a little bit more, we have a rocket ship model. So we invest more and more in the best students. So to begin with, we have a lot of students doing the intro course, about this year, about 200. And then half of them are admitted to the boot camp. That is a 3 month long. And then lastly, we have a 9 month long internship or apprenticeship type of program. So the boot camp is very extremely rigorous, more than probably 40, 50 hours a week, covering both coding but also soft skills and entrepreneurship. Um, the boot camp has tons of extremely talented and well accomplished individuals as guest lecturers. For example, Jessica Pointing, PhD in quantum computing at Oxford, previously at Harvard, MIT, McKinsey, Google. She's also worked for NASA. Konrad Kopp, he's a fintech, well, he's a startup founder, very successful. Recently, I think they're currently raising now their seed round. So blockchain, why blockchain? Why identity? Well, blockchain because of transparency. But the problem is who owns the wallet is not known. So that's why you also need identity. And specifically, I think self-sovereign identity is the key here because it gives you privacy. So once you connect these two, you get very good transparency, but you also get the ability to sort of self-select if you want to show who you are. Now, this is a vision. This is not something that's currently that we have or anyone has really achieved, but this is what we hope and believe is part of the future. So this is what leads to more trust and more donations and fewer leakages, so we get more efficiency. And overall, because of these things, because we have identity and transparency, we get overall more impact. We also have a lot of like reporting, so you can track the progress of the students on our dashboard. Currently, we are revamping quite a lot, so we've not taken it away from the sort of public-facing view. But we have achieved a lot, starting with the first partnerships with Kagumo High School. We have expanded that now to Maryhill Girls, Mango High. We worked with Gong Road Children's Foundation in Nairobi. Most recently, we have partnered with two more girls' high schools, namely Alliance Girls High and I'm forgetting now, Karima Girls, just the last week. So we're very, very excited for this because we do believe that we want to have a bit of a gender balance. It is hard, fewer girls join, but especially now with AI and things like that, social skills are important than ever, and girls tend to be stronger in those aspects. So we think that this is not just, I think it makes sense from both equity point of view, but also from a business point of view. A lot of businesses want those skills and want to have more diversity. So here are two of our companies that we work with. Tally is one of the world's leading DAO tooling companies. They have the biggest blockchains in the world using their technology, and we're building a notifications manager for them. Lido Nation is another. We have one student who recently started to work with them. You might know Lido Nation because they do the Catalyst tooling. So Buten is one of our students now. He's joining the Lido Nation team just, I think, last week or so. We did have a scholarship crowdfunding campaign using the DirectEd Lions last year. This is not something we have launched this year yet, but we might be looking to do that as a kind of crowdfunding thing. Here you can see an example of the transparency we provide. As you can tell here, you have a lot of transactions from my wallet and our finance person, and then the amounts and the hashes and description. So this is all on our donation portal. But as I mentioned, we're revamping things at the moment. So here's just a glimpse of the Lions collection that we created, just as a way to like symbolize and thank the donors who supported us. So for example, with the Lion Hero, if you become a Lion Hero tier donor, this helps one student get a laptop and support them through an entire, boot camp and everything. So yeah, here's just some costs. I'll just skip that, but I'll give you some glimpse into what we're doing right now. So we have completed the January intro courses, and we're about to start the boot camp. So we decided to delay things this year. So we're doing it now in April instead of February, so that we could have more intro courses and get more students. $50 is what we think is the economic value generated per dollar invested in our program. And this is accounting for the long-term future of the students that join as they get higher income throughout their entire career. So our value really boils down to realizing the full potential of the future leaders of Africa's digital transformation. And this is something we'd love to have more people join in. So if you're excited to join us on this mission to create 1 million, to increase the earnings of our students by $40 million, then I urge you to reach out. Please find me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to start a conversation because there are many ways in which we need to have more people on board on this mission as we expand to more parts of Africa. Ghana, for example, being one of them. Egypt, Tanzania, Uganda are the ones we're primarily looking at the moment. So here's just a slide on some of our team members. Christine Karimi has been a chief. Oh, well, she's working at Moringa School, a very famous boot camp in East Africa. Moses Kahura, the Kenya lead, so Young African Leaders Initiative Fellow, as was Fasika in others. Kidos Elias, computer science graduate, also he's sort of gone the journey of the students. He's realized that the education systems is failing them. So he's doing the curriculum design. And then we have Rohan, a friend of mine from Oxford, who does the smart contract. He's got to do two master degrees, one from Cambridge, one from Oxford, computer science, mathematics. So that's the team. And then I have just some extra slides, but that's it from me. I'm happy to take any questions if you're curious about anything about what I've talked about so far.
Simon, thank you very much for this presentation. You have covered everything, and it's very great that we know what you are doing in Africa, especially giving students scholarships to study tech-related courses. Some of us wish we could get this kind of exposure to technology at a very early stages. You know, like you started, it's not that fair in the world because Africa is competing with people who started using computer when they started crawling. Yeah, so thank you very much for what you are doing in Africa. Please, if you have any question for DirectEd, kindly raise up your hand. You can use the icon, or you can just unmute yourself and then ask any question or contribution if you want to add it up.
Yeah, you can write in the chat as well if you're not in a place where you can talk. That's no problem. And I do see some familiar names here. I think I've seen Ubio before. He talked probably. Boas I've seen as well. I don't remember what context, but
Okay. Seems like your presentation is very clear and well understood. But I'm sure people will get back to you, contact you on social media if they want to get in touch and how they can support your initiative. We're very happy to have you on board. I remember when you first put in your proposal, is it Fund 7 or Fund 8?
First was in Fund 6 actually.
Yes,
Very
yes.
that was in the microfinance for Africa category, and then the Fund 8.
Yes,
Fund
yes.
8 was the big one.
Yes, and that was our first idea first that we heard, and your team was here, and then they spoke about this, and we're happy that to see the progress of your work since Fund 6 till Fund 11. You're doing well. Keep doing the great work. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll stop sharing then, and yeah, I'll mute myself.
Okay. Okay, so our next presentation on board is our Cardano Summit 2025 African version. I'll hand over to Madam Befia to tell us what this project is all about. And if you're talking, you are muted.
Sorry.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Hello to everyone. Karibu.
Mm.
We are so excited to have won this project. And what is this project about? We want to lobby to bring Cardano Summit 2025 to Africa. So the whole idea is to assess which country in Africa can best host Summit 2025. So when I say lobbying, we are lobbying with Cardano Foundation, Emego, all those people that are sponsoring summits to bring Summit 2025 to Africa. Meanwhile, we're also doing our homework to make sure that when Summit 2025 comes to Africa, it's well hosted, and then we'll do a repeat like Dubai. We will not even ask them. They are going to come themselves. So to do that, we selected a few African countries which we want to do a survey on those countries. And those countries that we selected, we are not being biased, but those are the places that we have people that can do the groundwork for us. So I'm going to list the countries that we've selected. And if your country is not in, but you believe that your country can host 2025 summit, please contact us, tell us why and what you can do. Whether you can do the initial survey, because we are not just going to say, choose this country. We are going to do surveys for, so far, currently, not being biased, Ghana is one of the countries, Cameroon is one of the countries, Kenya is being considered, South Africa, DRC, Rwanda, I think Tanzania, this is the top of my head, Morocco, and Ethiopia. So if there's a country that you feel, this country can really host the summit, but I didn't mention it, please get in touch with Catalyst Africa Town Hall, you know our email, tell us why, and then we can include you in the grand survey, the pre-summit survey. So we are excited to lobby to bring Cardano Summit 2025, and we want all of you to back us, because when you do come to Africa, it's going to be great and it's going to open Africa up. So yes, Summit 2025 coming to Africa. Over to you, Danny.
Very much. This is going to be very historic.
Yes,
I
yes,
can't
it's going
wait.
to be.
I can't
Yeah,
wait. Yes.
let's pray. And all of
Sure.
you give us the support.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Cardano Summit 2025. Welcome to
Yes.
Africa. Okay, so next on our list is Unified. Unified is a student club in Nigeria. They are doing so well, doing Cardano evangelism in universities all across the university, and I think they about to do some election. OBO, please, is your people here who's talking for Unified?
Yeah, it says here. I don't know if you can hear. If you
Hi,
cannot
can you
hear me,
unmute yourself, please?
okay. Ese, can you unmute yourself?
Or if you can give us quick overview, maybe where she is, you can talk. So if you
Yeah,
can.
maybe where she is, she cannot speak. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, I think so. And some of the leaders are actually here. I think I've seen some of them here. Yeah, Idong said Ikpenya and all of them. So okay, so basically, we've been going around the colleges in Nigeria, the universities, and we've been trying to evangelize and let them understand what Cardano is about. And so far, we've been able to do it in about 6 universities. And so we want to we want to have people that will be in charge of the organization of the for the students. As such, we'll be having the first election to get who will be in charge of it for next week. So we are using this opportunity to invite the community to come and help us choose who will be in charge. So it's actually one of the students. So all the students from all the universities will be there. It's going to be online. It's going to be virtual. And then so we are going to share the link to the event on our Telegram channel, and then we will expect so we're using this opportunity to invite everyone to come in and share, and also help us to choose who would be the right person to man the affairs of this Cardano Students Club in Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much, Obio. Before you go, let me ask you this. Why do you think it's very important for us to introduce Cardano to students, especially university students?
Yeah, because they are the future, right? So most organizations, if you see legacy organizations, they always ensure that they have their bases in the schools, right, in the colleges. So we want to talk about the legacy organizations like Red Cross, even Google. We have Google Developers Club and all the stuff. What they are doing with this stuff is creating a base whereby to enhance and ensure that there is that continual passage of the legacies and posterity and culture of the organization to the next generation. So basically, that's the same thing we want to do with these students in Nigeria as well.
Okay, thank you very much. May the best student win.
Rubio, just this question. Is it for only Nigerian students? Because I've seen the forms in on some of our platforms. So I was wondering whether I can even fill it.
Forms
So
were
can
actually
you clarify it? Is it just for, because you said Unified Cardano Students Club?
unified.
Just
So
for students in Nigeria.
Yeah, the unified this thing is actually for Nigeria for a start. However, the form is in all the African channels because we're expecting to get more mentors. So we have mentors, we have people that will be in charge of the supervisory council and all that, people that will oversee the students and what they are doing and all that. So that's why we were putting those forms. Those forms to mainly call for people to come in to either mentor the students, guide them through Cardano and all the like. So that's what this was all about. So
I can fill one.
yeah, you can. And we really hope you will feel so that.
Oh yeah, I'll fill it. Why not? I'll fill it. Can you put, or you don't have it? If you have access to the phone, can you put it in the link? Because I remember I forgot
they are already on the Catalyst African town hall. So I'll just I'll bring it back to the forefront. That's what I'll do.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Obio, thank you very much for telling us about these initiatives, and may the best executive win this election. Okay, on our next table, we have Up to Date with Obio.
Yeah, all right.
What's going
So
on
guys,
with Singularity Net? Tell us, what's new?
So guys, brace up. Next month, Singularity Net, the deep funding is having their the rounds will be coming up next month. So it's already here. So guys, and I think it's gonna be even earlier than I think. So I was thinking it's gonna be later, like ending of April, but from our conversation we had, it's actually gonna be much earlier. It's gonna be either first, second, at most third week of April. So so that's the most important update I want to give. We have other updates, but I don't think it's extremely important to us. The next one is that conversations are currently ongoing on which pool should make up to the in round 4, so you can come in and shape that conversation and let the community know which one that you actually feel is the best you get. So yeah, so those are the two things. But the main one is that it's next month. Start putting up your ideas, and as a group, if you need our help to shaping your proposal on how to present it, because again, there's some alignment. Because it's much more AI focused, so we are here to assist with that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, and we'll be looking forward for that for the Fan 4. Okay, thank you. Next on the table is Cardano Summit 2024. So this year is going to be hosted in Dubai from 23rd to 24th October 2024. So please make it a date. And if you want to attend, that'll be great. And if you can't, I'm sure there will be community events in the city near you. So look out for that one as well. Most of the Cardano ambassadors will be hosting the Cardano Summit in the local cities, and you can also attend it and get your NFT as usual. So that is it. And then Fan 12 launch is happening in Barcelona, Spain. Congratulations to Barcelona for winning the election. I was rooting for Nairobi, Kenya, but So congratulations to Barcelona, and the event is taking place on 26th of April. Here is the link if you want to attend, or you have anyone around that place you want to attend. Kindly do the registration, and there will be an online event too as well. So if you can't go in person, you can join the online one. We'll share the link with you in our chat. Boaz will help us to share the link in the chat. So if you want to register and attend virtually, you're welcome to do so. And then tomorrow, we are having our Continental Expansion Project. This is Catalyst African Town Hall initiative that we are doing. So far, we are able to cover Nigeria, DR Congo, Uganda, and then tomorrow, we are having this event in South Africa. We are planting root in South Africa, telling them about Cardano and how they can also participate in the Cardano blockchain, the early adoption, and also how they can also participate in the Project Catalyst. So tomorrow is going to be great. We are thinking of having an hybrid event, but because of the network they have, and we are still, talking about it. But whatever it is, we will get you the report, the videos, and the pictures. So don't worry if you are not around South Africa, Johannesburg, to attend this program. And then, should I leave this one for Madafia to announce it? I hope you. The most anticipated. Finally, we will be able to launch our website. We are live, catalystafrica.org. But if you are talking, you are muted. So we are live now, catalystafrica.org.
Oh, so all the noise I made into the air.
Oh, please redo the noise again.
Hooray!
Yes.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, so we are doing a lot, but the only way, one of the ways that we can let the community know what we are doing is by documenting it. And we can either document it on paper or digitally. And we chose to do it digitally. So you visit our website, catalystafrica.org, and read more about us and the project that we are doing. We are very happy, and you are also part of the team, the community. So we also featured you over there. Feel free, if you have any comments, get back to us. If you want us to add something to the website, you want us to feature you, your program, your event on the website, get back to us and we'll do that. We are open to everyone. So please, the link is catalystafrica.org.
And to add to it, we are 2 years old.
Yep. How did I forget about this?
And we'll keep on growing. So please support us. Come for meetings, come for deliberations. If you have anything that you want to add to it so that we'll improve. The whole idea is to bring blockchain education into Africa.
Yep. That's true. 2 years of being consistency, through 2 years of updating the community, 2 years of hosting Catalyst Africa Tahoe for me, the most important part of it is the idea fest that we have been hosting, and seeing most of the projects that come on board get funded is my happiest moment. So our next meeting is 5th of April. Someone is asking 2 years, so what are we doing? You will get updated on 5th of April. Don't worry, interesting things are coming.
Hey, bring your photo party.
Yep,
We're
yep,
going
yep,
to
yep.
pop champagne.
Yeah, so that is it. Our next meeting is 5th of April. So officially, the today's town hall have come to an end. However, don't go. You can stay and then have a chat. You know, if there's something you want us to discuss off records, you can do that. This is the time for you to do that. We appreciate all of you for coming. So officially, we have closed. Okay. Yeah, it's Williams. Please unmute yourself and talk.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, Madam Efia.
Look for me. It's not AC, it's E.
Oh, is. Oh,
No, it's essay. You got it.
is it? Yeah, I got
Okay.
it. Is it? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
In Ghana, AC is for Sunday born, right, Madam Ifya?
Yeah, I told her.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware. I just wanted to talk about what we are doing with the Unified Cardano Student Club. We've currently been able to, onboard 6 schools, and we are about to start our voting round for who to be the next president of the club. So we are inviting every member of the Catalyst African Town Hall to be a part of this remarkable event, because we want to be able to teach the students how things are being run in the Cardano ecosystem. We have some of them in this call, and they are really excited to be part of what we are doing. So yeah, and we also need people that would volunteer to be what's it called? Mentors.
Yeah.
Yes, to be part of this thing. So I'm going to drop the links again to the form, and also the link to the voting platform that we'll be using. We want to encourage these students, and like you said, we're going to bring blockchain education to Africa through these students, and also innovations as well. Yeah, so thank you. And
Thank
I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon, Madam Ifya.